You will find the written recipe and more recipes on my page on Facebook. Please don't forget to check the description box below the video for the links. You can also find me on any of the social media applications listed here. To make around 80 pieces of nougat, you will need 400 grams of honey, 250 grams of sugar, 2 egg whites, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3 cups of roasted almonds, 1.5 cups of pistachios, a pinch of salt. Hello everyone and assalamu alaikum. This is Seba from The Bite of Delight. Today I will be showing you how to make a delicious nougat at home. I will start by roasting the almonds and pistachios on low heat and keep them in a warm place. If you have edible rice paper or wafer paper that is suitable for making nougat, line a pan with it, but I don't. So here I have lined a pan with parchment paper and I sprayed it with cooking spray as shown. In a heavy bottomed saucepan, I have already added the honey. I will add the sugar to it and keep stirring until the sugar dissolves completely. This process takes around 25 to 30 minutes, so you gotta be very patient here. Meanwhile, separate the egg whites and let them come to room temperature. Beat the egg whites with the salt. With an electric beater, you can also use a hand whisk if you have the energy and patience. Whip them to very soft peaks. Notice here how the sugar and honey have melted and have changed in color completely. There are no sugar crystals visible at all. This is exactly what we want. Slowly and gradually incorporate the egg white a little bit at a time and keep stirring continuously until you add all of the egg whites and reach the consistency of the nougat we are looking for. I'll show you that in a bit. Here I have switched to a whisk. I noticed that it's easier to use a whisk at this stage. And notice I'm using the very old Italian method of making nougat so that everybody at home can do it without the need of a candy thermometer or any measurements. It's a bit tricky, but I'll try to make it easier for you so you can make it at home easily without any problems or difficulties whatsoever. We keep stirring and stirring and stirring, and I'm afraid to tell you how long that will take so you wouldn't, freak out, but here it comes. It will take around 40 minutes until it gets ready, approximately 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So please try to be patient. It's all worth it. It tastes amazing in the end. Notice how the color has changed and it's all coming together really nicely. Notice how when I drizzle the ribbons on top, they form but they don't stay for like a second or two. So this tells me that it's not ready yet. And there is another test that we should do, which is dropping some of the nougat mixture into cold water. I have a small bowl of cold water here, and take it with your fingers. This cools down the nougat so you can touch it and have a feel of how it will be when it cools down. It's not ready here yet, so we'll keep going and we'll keep stirring until it gets to the right consistency. And I forgot to tell you that from start to finish, this nougat should be made on very low heat so you don't burn anything and everything mixes together well. I've cooked it for a bit longer. Do you notice here how it's different now? It's a bit firmer, and when I drizzle those ribbons, they don't disappear into the mixture. They stay for like a second or two on top. This tells me it's ready, and to be sure, I'll do the water test again. These are the only two methods to know whether your nougat is ready or not, because we don't have here any thermometer or any measurements or any numbers to work with. So these are the only two tests for you to know that it's ready to go. Add the roasted walnuts Make sure the nuts are warm when you're adding them, because if they're cold, they will make the nougat cold very quickly and you will not get a chance to spread it out and it will be a really big mess. So make sure the nuts are warm. Add a little bit of vanilla. You can add lemon zest or lime zest or even orange zest. Make it your own and be creative. Stir and mix everything well together. Pour your nougat mixture into the prepared pan. Flatten it out and cover the top with another piece of wax paper or parchment paper and make sure it's flat using a meat mallet or just your hands. Leave it to cool completely for from 1 to 2 hours. After 2 hours, remove the wax paper. Then start cutting out the extra edges. Then slice the nougat into cubes. And there's the big reveal. Yum! Okay, then cut them into smaller pieces. Wrap each piece individually with cling film to store them and prevent them from sticking to each other. Here's the final product. I hope you love it. This is how soft it is and how chewy it is. It melts in your mouth. It's really mouth-watering and it's worth a try. Please try this recipe and give me your feedback in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Here are 2 of my previous recipes. I hope you give them a try. Please like, share and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video.